Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Shore. Today, we'll be looking at LeBron James getting traded after the 2021 year and to whom exactly. Is there room for another star? What are they going to do now that they've just won the NBA championship? And you already have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, player option. How much more assistance do they require? None, at least in theory. The Lakers are the current NBA champions. They can mount a respectable title defense if left alone. Even so, things aren't getting any easier in the Western Conference. The Warriors of Golden State will be in better shape. The Clippers and Nuggets will be equally as good, if not better, than the Warriors. The Utah Jazz could be in better shape. At least one of the up-and-comers, like the Dallas Mavericks or Phoenix Suns, has a chance to make a splash. The Houston Rockets, on the other hand, never mind. The Lakers' right is standing relatively close. They have the ability to re-sign Davis and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, player option, use their mid-level exception, comb the market for inexpensive ring chasers, and begin next season as one of the leading title contenders. Alternatively, they could be more aggressive in their pursuit of a third star. Any successful pursuit would come at the expense of their depth and limited assets, but top-tier talent is, on the whole, worth the risk, especially for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Orlando Magic are still the laughingstock of the Los Angeles Lakers. Unlike Kyle Kuzma, LeBron James' decision isn't based on the Magic's lack of relevance. Despite the problems of the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James does not look willing to trade his way out. LeBron's reluctance originates from his time on the bubble last season. So there's no hope for Orlando in free agency? LeBron, they don't stand a chance. What if you're traded to Orlando? I'm not going to Orlando. I'm about to retire. It's finished. LeBron James isn't going to Orlando Magic. LeBron James is a Malibu resident. He has no intention of leaving. I, as well as Jalen Rose and Max Kellerman, said the same thing. He should ask for a trade, Rose advised. On Monday's Get Up, ESPN's Stephen A. Smith said, "To put it another way, we don't know. That is not something we feel LeBron James will do. In fact, I've been told that's not what he'll do. I'm told the Lakers will not move him either, despite the fact that folks in Hollywood, not basketball people, but people in Hollywood, have been whispering in Jeannie Buss's ear, 'Get rid of him. He's available for trade. Just rebuild because you're not going away.' However, because he does not have a no-trade clause, you could potentially relocate him. They're not going to do something like that. It's not something he's contemplating." Last July, James signed a 4-year, $154 million contract with the Lakers, beginning what has been arguably the most frustrating ride of his NBA career. The Lakers, 37-45, missed the playoffs for the 6th straight season, LeBron's first since 2004-2005, and he also lost the longest time due to injury in his career after straining his groin on Christmas. In addition, the Lakers attempted but failed to acquire Anthony Davis, had Magic Johnson depart as president of basketball operations, and had both Ty Lue and Monty Williams decline head coaching offers, in part because of an organizational desire to have Jason Kidd on the staff. With that stipulation, Frank Vogel agreed to coach the team. Any speculations that James wanted to be traded were always a bit ridiculous. Last month, LeBron responded on Instagram to claims that he had lost faith in the Lakers organization, declaring them not true at all. The Lakers were not going to trade LeBron James because LeBron James is impossible to move. That's all there is to it. These tasks have not been completed. On paper, LeBron does not have a no-trade clause, but he does have a "I'm LeBron James" provision. Any team ready to give up the assets required to acquire James, a large haul in terms of young players, draft picks, and so on, would want to know that he intends to remain. LeBron himself would not want to join a team that has sold all of its assets to acquire him. He's in the business of winning championships, and the necessary deal package would eliminate any team from contention for the crown. Last season, we saw that LeBron James is no longer capable of carrying a team on his own. The Lakers would then have the option of moving LeBron James for such a pitiful return that they would be chastised on social media. There is no reality in which LeBron requests a trade and the Lakers agree to it. Los Angeles is a disorganized organization with a fan base that is losing faith. Trading LeBron isn't a good approach to build trust, and the optics of James demanding a trade from the team he chose a year ago would be disastrous. LeBron, like many other players, struggled throughout his time on the bubble. That he won a title there and still remembers it as a hard experience says a lot. The good news for LeBron is that he will never be traded to the Magic by the Lakers. For better or worse, they're bound together. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.